Hello and welcome to the next instalment from the Silver Citizen. If you like what you see, hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the share button, get the word out there. This video is about the first team game against Bournemouth. We played on Saturday afternoon, won 4-0. Another dominant display. First half, we were absolutely brilliant. We peppered him from the first minute to the last. He had a couple of times when they broke away, and when they dared to have a shot, we decided then to go and score a goal because of it. We were brilliant. I mean, there's a lot of talk of Haaland. He only made 2 passes, he only had 8 touches. He only had 2 shots and only 1 shot on target. Yeah, but his movement was fantastic. I mean, the pass, not the one from kickoff, but the pass to Gundogan for the opening goal. What a pass. He tells Walker to give it to Gundogan, who then does a 1-2 with him, but when Haaland controls it and turns around to pass it, he's off balance, he's got 3 Bournemouth defenders around him, and he hooks a pass directly into Gundogan's path. Beautifully weighed. Excellent assist. And his movement off the ball. Foden should have passed to him. But that's something Foden's going to get used to, playing with a number 9 now. Knowing that the number 9s occupy those positions. And, when there's a false 9, those positions probably don't always get occupied that quickly. But when you've got a number 9, they're getting occupied. And when Foden gets used to that, he won't even be looking. He'll expect Haaland to be there and square it to him. And then he'll have every right to have a go at Haaland if he's not there. But 99 times out of 100, Haaland will be there and tap it in. That's just playing with the team. That's getting the understanding. The fact is, we've got a number 9. He occupies the defenders' minds. And that's how the second and third goal came about. De Bruyne got the ball after we had a breakaway from Foden. Dropped the shoulder to sell the defender. And then added just enough time to set himself back up and hit it with the outside of his boot into the net. Now he had that time because Lerma was preoccupied with where Haaland was. He hesitated making a move towards De Bruyne because he was petrified of De Bruyne slipping in a pass and Haaland getting it. Now Haaland was offside, but Lerma wasn't to know that. But Haaland's positioning and Haaland's movement gave De Bruyne that split second extra that he wouldn't have had last year. If Gundogan was playing a false 9, he's a great player, but Gundogan was playing a false 9, or Foden was playing a false 9, or Sterling, or whoever, Lerma would have gone to De Bruyne that little bit quicker. As soon as he sold the defender, Lerma would have been off. Knowing that if he passes it through, there's a 50-50 chance of it scoring. There's also another defender that can help. When he passes it through and it's Haaland, there's a 99% chance that it's going to be at the back of the net. So that plays on their mind. And that pulled him back just for the split second long enough for De Bruyne to get the touch and hit it with the outside of his boot. And it was the same thing with the third one. De Bruyne returned the favour to Foden, who assisted him for the second, and roles reversed for the third. Beautifully passed, nutmegged the defender. Weight, timing, direction, control, vision, all top notch, as you'd expect from De Bruyne. 1 touch from Foden, and then he hit it. Now when he hit it, Lerma got a slight touch on it, but it wasn't enough. The slight touch took it away from the keeper. That slight touch is because Haaland was in the middle. And Lerma hesitated again for a split second, because he didn't want to make the move to Foden and then have the ball squared. So that hesitation gave Foden that extra second of space to get his shot off. And again, if it's last year and we've got a false 9 in that position, Foden hits it and it's going out for a corner because Lerma's getting a block. But Haaland occupies the mind. That's where the third goal came. Haaland did have a chance in the first half. So got his foot on it, and it looked like he was trying to lob the keeper. I don't know if he was trying to lob the keeper, or he was trying to get his boot over it and get a bit of power. I don't know. Me personally, I think he was trying to lob the keeper. It was on target. Keeper got an hand to it, and that's it out for a corner. But for me, it's one of them. If it had gone in, everyone had been talking about what a goal it was, and it would have been. But it's that instinct, that striker's instinct, that goal scorer's instinct, that people with a false 9 position don't have. Just sees the goalkeeper in position and thinks, I get a shot off early enough, he's not going to react. The goalie did react, it was a decent save. He should have scored in the second half. Fantastic pass from Grealish. Miss it. And, like I said before, 99 times out of 100, that was number 100. But anyway, I think Haaland had a fantastic game. Another one I think had a fantastic game was Nathan Ake. I thought he was our best centre-half against West Ham, and I think he followed that up on Saturday, being our best centre-half against Bournemouth. I thought he was fantastic. He had a couple of chances where he could have scored and headed it went just wide after about a minute. A shot where I think Gundogan passed it into him and he turned and shot. Defender got a block and it went out for another corner. And everything that went past Diaz, Ake was there to sweep it up. I thought he was brilliant. Diaz didn't have his best game for City, but some of the City fans that I've seen on social media, Diaz can't start against Newcastle, he's a liability. He's an accident waiting to happen. Really? Could that be because John Stones came on for him? Because he did the same thing when he signed. I call him the John Stones fan club. Now, I think John Stones is a fantastic defender, don't get me wrong. But when City signed Diaz, City fans were having a go at Diaz. Not all of them, but it was a handful. Until it was Laporte that got dropped. And then suddenly Laporte became a liability. Laporte became an accident waiting to happen. Laporte wasn't a very good defender. Laporte was the third best defender. Laporte wasn't a very good decision. Then it was, I'd have Stones playing alongside Diaz rather than Ake. And now Diaz is getting subbed. Diaz is a liability. Diaz is an accident waiting to happen. Sorry about that, that was the wife. But yeah, suddenly Diaz is a liability. Diaz is an accident waiting to happen. John Stones isn't going to play every single game. Neither is Ruben Diaz, neither is Nathan Ake, neither is Aymeric Laporte. It's a team game. And we usually play at least 50 games. So there's going to be plenty of opportunities, and John Stones will play his part. Yes, we all have our favourite 1 to 11. If everyone was fit, this is who our best 11 would be. Me personally, I'd have Bernardo Silva there, but I'm not going to start turning around saying Ilkay Gundogan's a liability. Ilkay Gundogan doesn't really do much because he's keeping Bernardo Silva out of the team at the minute. No. Can't just be so fickle. Depending on who you believe at this moment in time is keeping John Stones out of the team. Anyway, enough about them. The game, I thought we were, in the first half, completely dominant. Fantastic. Some of the passing, the movement, all top notch. Got me excited. Even more so considering the fact that I still don't believe we're in our full stride. I think that's going to come. Could it come sooner than I expected? Could possibly be. You know, the improvement in the performances between Liverpool and West Ham was huge, and there was a vast improvement between West Ham and Bournemouth. Now, could that be because the opposition is getting weaker? Liverpool to West Ham to Bournemouth. Could it be that we're getting stronger? Who knows? But if we keep on improving like that, we could get to what I'd call match fitness probably quicker than I expected. But at this moment in time, I'd still say Crystal Palace, Nottingham Forest. I think in the second half, considering the fact that it was so hot, it was like 32 degrees or something, and City were 3-0 up, I think City were more interested in preserving their energy in the second half. There was the occasional time where, it'd go from slow passing to just boom, 2 passes and suddenly you're in behind. It'd be something like that, but the majority of the time it was, don't overexert yourself. Preserve your energy. Keep the victory. More interested in trying to preserve the clean sheet and keep the clean sheet than scoring 4, 5, 6 and 7. Especially in that heat. And it's not as if Bournemouth, we're throwing everything but the kitchen sink at us in the second half to try and get back in the game. So it kind of pitted out really in the second half. As a spectacle, as an entertainment commodity, it sort of pitted out, but very professional performance by City. And as I said before, Nathan Ake. Sort of like an unsung hero at the start of the season, the way he's been playing. I didn't expect it. Not that Ake had played well, but I didn't expect Ake to be the best centre-half that we've had this year while playing alongside Diaz. I thought playing alongside Diaz would be the one that shines, and Ake would do a professional job. The fact that Ake's performing better than Diaz, I didn't expect that. But I'm not going to complain if it continues. No, the performance was top notch. There was another couple of times there shots were made at Edison and he saved them. I know a lot of the Joe Hart fan club don't like Edison because Pep didn't give Joe Hart a chance. As soon as Joe Hart left, they were all on Claudio Bravo's back. When it emerged that City were after a goalkeeper because they didn't think Claudio Bravo was quite up to it, everyone got excited that Joe Hart might come back. He didn't. We got Edison. And as soon as they could get the opportunity to have a go at him, which rarely came with our first defeat against Liverpool, and some people started moaning at him for the Firmino goal, that he shouldn't have allowed that to go in. and Mo Salah's goal. So he finally then had a chance to have a go at him, and they've gone on again and again and again. But he's great with his feet, can't save a ball. And for me, I say this. So far this season, not counting the ones that the flag went up for offside, even though the header last week against West Ham, he wasn't to know the flag was up for offside because it didn't go up until the save had been made. It was offside, but I'm not counting that one. He still made 2 saves that were on target against West Ham. He made, Bournemouth had 2 shots that were on target, and he saved both of them. And last year, City faced 84 shots on target. I think it was like 140 odd, 150 odd. I can't remember the exact number now. I looked it up earlier on, but on goal. But it was 84 shots on target, and we conceded, I think it was 26, which means he made 58 saves. Not bad for someone that can't use their hands. But anyway, 2 games, 2 wins, 6 points. Mind the gap, Man United. It's getting bigger every day. And until next time, adios amigos.